Hi, I'm Kate, and today I'm watching the season finale, episode 9 of The Last of Us, titled Look for the Light. So I really like that the quote we got from the Fireflies that we saw in episode 1 said, "When you're lost in the darkness, look for the light." Episode 1 was "When you're lost in the darkness," and now the season finale is "Look for the light." Going into the show, I knew like the storyline of the video game based on what my brothers had told me, but I didn't know much more than that. But I have just loved everything about the show, from the storyline to the music to the characters. The acting has just been phenomenal. But I just love the overall message the show has left us with, despite everything that's gone on, is to have hope. In episode 7, after Riley and Ellie are bitten, Riley tells Ellie, we have two options, but then she says, the first option is taking their own lives. And she says, screw that. Let's go with two. Let's just live with as much time as we have left and enjoy each other's company. Let's just live with as much time as we have. And that is what we have been seeing humans do throughout this show. Good or bad, they are trying to live and to continue on with the time they have left. I'm really excited to get into this. I'm sad that the season's going to be over. I'm really looking forward to the next one. Thank you for everybody who's been watching. And I know the next show that I'm going to start watching is Better Call Saul, and I'll talk more about that when I actually start the show. I've actually never seen Breaking Bad, but my best friend slash roommate years ago when the show was still on TV was obsessed with Breaking Bad, so I know a lot of spoilery things. Like I know a lot of major plot points. I always planned on watching the show, but I thought since Better Call Saul just ended and I know nothing about it and its prequel, seemed more interesting to start with that, because I actually saw a couple people who reacted to House of the Dragon who had never seen Game of Thrones and then started Game of Thrones, and I really liked that experience, like watching them experience it that way. So I asked my brother, who's seen both shows, and he thought that it would be a good idea for me to start Better Call Saul, that it'd be fun. But I also want to start an anime, so that's where I need some help, because I am a book first person. I really prefer to like read the books. I'm not very well versed in manga and anime, and so I'm just finishing up Mob Psycho 100 right now. I've only seen the first two seasons of that show. I gotta watch the third still, but I'm trying to decide if I want to read or watch One Piece first. And now the live action trailer just dropped too. So give me some advice. Should I read One Piece? Should I watch One Piece first? Like I said, I'm usually a book first person, because then my other option is I also want to watch Attack on Titan. But do I read or watch that first? So let me know in the comments below your thoughts, because I'm definitely going to do Better Call Saul, but like I said, I kind of want an anime in there too. Okay, so now we're going to start the season finale. Cold open. I do know her because of I don't watch Critical Role, but I know her from Critical Role. Tell me she's going to be Ellie's mom, because I know she plays Ellie in the video game, or she does the screen capture. Tell me this is Ellie's mom and she gets bit while she's pregnant and that's why she has immunity. This is like out of a painting.
It's me.
Oh god, this isn't good. Oh my god, could you imagine? Ellie, her knife! Well, that just kind of fell out. She's making the most of the time she has.
home, Ellie.
They're gonna come back and find her. It would be too quick for her, Marlene. So when Marlene said that she put Ellie in the orphanage, she found her here. Oh, but Ellie, I guess the bite, it'd be too quick for the bite to get through to the baby, right? But maybe the breast milk?
It's not your fault.
We would delay getting out of the zone.
She's hungry. She needs to be fed, and I didn't want to nurse her. I cut it before I was bit. Before. Take her with you to Boston. Find someone to bring her up and make sure that she's safe.
I can't do that.
And I want to give her this. Her name is
The
Ellie.
jacket.
I can't.
How long have we known each other?
Our whole lives.
So you pick her up right now, and then you kill me.
I can't kill you.
Please, no. Please, please, please.
Oh.
Marlene!
Hold her head. There you go. Cover her ears.
Ellie! Did you hear me? I found this in there. Beefaroni, Chef Boyardee.
Oh, cool.
She's got PTSD. He's trying to cheer her up.
Getting close. Hospital that way. Maybe the one we're looking for. Take this for me.
What a difference. Now he's just handing her the gun, no problem.
They had a guitar in that RV. Got me thinking, maybe I should find one. I haven't played in forever. In fact, I was thinking maybe I could teach you. You want to learn how to play guitar? Ellie?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this is what I'm thinking.
Cut through that building to get around that stuff, find a skyscraper, go up and look around.
Actually, this time I was thinking we'd blast our way through that rubble. I found some dynamite in that RV back there.
Really?
No.
No, so we're gonna cut through that building, find a skyscraper, go up and look around.
Oh, he's trying so hard. Thank God, because if he was old Joel, this would be even worse.
Talk about bad luck. Military drops bombs. Not one of them hits the building you're trying to demolish.
Too quiet, too empty.
If I get you up there, you can drop that ladder down. Maybe we go through that way. Come on, I'll give
Is
you
she
a
up
boost.
there already? Oh. She's out of it.
You okay?
Yeah, fine.
Just you kind of seem extra quiet today, so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. 1, 2, up!
Whoa.
Ellie!
Damn it, Ellie! You stay there!
Up here!
Too
Ellie!
qu-
Come on!
Too loud, too loud. Oh, wow. How did she know that was there, though?
Hey there. Oh, where's she going? Come on, come on, come on, come on!
Life finds a way.
So, is it everything you hoped for?
Got its ups and downs. You can't deny that view.
You don't have to do this. I want you to know that.
What do you mean? What else are we supposed to do?
Nothing. We just go back to Tommy's. We forget about the whole damn thing.
After all we've been through, everything I've done. I know you mean well. I know you want to protect me. You have. And when we're done, we'll go wherever you want. Tommy's, Sheep Ranch, the moon. I'll follow you anywhere you go. But there's no halfway with this. We finish what we started. Is this a Fedra thing?
No. Army. They had me in one just like this.
With Sarah?
No, she was gone already.
We're able to talk about it.
So what was wrong with you?
Just for this.
Well, I gotta hand it to the Army people. They were way better at stitching you up than I was.
It was me. I was the guy who shot and missed. Sarah died. And I couldn't see the point anymore. Simple as that. Went to pull the trigger, I flinched. Still don't know why. Anyway, the reason I'm telling you all this
I
is...
know why you're telling me all this.
Yeah, I reckon you do.
So time heals all wounds, I guess.
It wasn't time that did it.
Well, I'm glad that didn't work out.
Me too.
I'm trying to ration my tissues.
We should probably get going.
Yeah. You know what I'm in the mood for?
What?
Shitty puns.
Oh! People are making apocalypse jokes like there's no tomorrow. Too soon?
No, it's topical.
No, we're too happy. We're too happy. Bring it back.
That's a 3 out of 10.
7 minutes.
I'll give it a 5. 5 out of 10.
Looks like we're in a hospital facility. Fireflies.
Welcome to the Fireflies. See,
Marlene!
you got hit pretty hard. Patrol didn't know who you were.
Where's Ellie?
She wasn't hurt. Not even a scratch. She's mostly worried about you. How'd you do it?
You told him not to screw it
It
up.
was all her. She fought like hell to get here.
She would have been dead on day one. We all owe you.
Just take me to her.
I can't. She's being prepped for surgery.
Surgery?
Our doctor, he thinks that the cordyceps in Ellie has grown with her since birth.
Why is she in surgery?
It produces a kind of chemical messenger. It makes normal cordyceps think that she's cordyceps. It's why she's immune. He thinks it could be a cure, Joel. A cure.
Cordyceps grows inside the brain.
Oh.
It does.
Find someone else.
There is no one else. Didn't tell her, we didn't cause her any fear. There won't be any pain.
No, you take me to her. You take me to her right now!
I was there when she was born, Joel. I promised her mother that I would save her child. I promised. I'm the only one who
She's been having to make hard decisions.
Walk him out to the highway. Leave him there with his pack. Give him this. If he tries anything, shoot him.
What's gonna happen? Did Tommy follow along behind or something? We need a miracle.
I didn't hear anyone say stop.
Which way?
Downstairs.
He's trying to put some kind of plan together.
The fuck are you doing? Keep walking.
Where is she?
Last stand. Also, I love the dramatic music. The music is excellent. Using Ellie's knife to finish the job. Take more ammunition. Is he gonna kill Marlene? Kind of like that room they found in the tunnels in Kansas City, just the child artwork, the childlike innocence surrounded by all of this terror and horror.
Unhook her.
I won't let you take her.
Unhook her. Cover her arm. Fast.
We didn't see Marlene yet.
Can't keep her safe forever. How long till she's torn apart by infected or murdered by raiders? because she lives in a broken world that you could have saved.
Maybe, but it isn't for you to decide.
Or you. Because I think she'd want to do what's right. And you know it.
She wasn't given the choice.
It's not too late. Even
She
now,
said she wanted to do it, but she
even
didn't
after
know
what you've
it would
done.
be at the cost of her life.
we can still find a way.
It's all right. You're with me. Take it slow. The drugs are still wearing off. They were running some tests on you, and some others. Turns out there's a whole lot more like you. The doctors, they couldn't make any of it work. They've stopped looking for a cure. Raiders attacked the hospital that barely got you out of there.
Are people hurt?
Yes,
Is Marlene okay?
I'm taking us home.
You're not gonna survive a second gut shot.
You've just come after her.
So we're going back to Tommy.
Well, she got us close enough. We gotta walk the rest of the way. Probably about a 5-hour hike. But we can manage that. Remember?
Yeah.
No, Sarah and I used to hike like this all the time. But she was a big climber. Or scampering. She would have liked you. Not to say the two of you are the same.
I think she's getting a little suspicious of his rescue.
More. I want to say girly, and I'm not saying that you're not girly.
I'm not.
But you know why I think she'd like you?
Why?
Because you're funny. Anyway, I bet you would have liked her back.
Yeah, bet I would have.
Everything's okay over there, I hope?
Not much further now.
Hey, wait. Back in Kansas City, you asked me about the first time I killed someone. When I got bit in the mall, I wasn't on my own. My best friend was there. And she got bit too. We didn't know what to do, and she says, we can just wait it out, be all poetic, and just lose our minds together. And then she did. And I had to. She was the first to die. And then it was Tess. And then Sam.
That's not on you.
I know it.
Look, sometimes things don't work out the way we hope. But if you just keep going, you find something new to fight for. And maybe that's not what you
Swear
want.
to me. Swear to me that everything you said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay.
Oh. So that was the season finale. It ended kind of abruptly, but I liked it. Got that cold open at the beginning. Even if a show, like, I can kind of predict what's going to happen, I still enjoy that. If the story is done well, which this was, and I know that was probably like so many fans of the video game were so excited when they saw, I think her name is Ashley Johnson, and like I remember her from like that Kirk Cameron show, like that's when she was like the little sister in that, so I remember her from that, and I remember her getting into like voice work and knowing that she did The Last of Us, the video game, so I think that's so cool that they included, I know Marlene, the woman who plays Marlene in the show, also did like the motion capture and voice for Marlene in the video game as well. This last episode did such a good job of like mirroring the first 2 episodes. Lots of visuals, lots of the themes. At the beginning of the season, I was asking a lot of questions like, why is Joel continuing to live on? Why is he, if he's going to be such a pessimistic person and just have such a down look on life, why keep going? We got the answer to that, and he kind of answered that question for himself as well, because I think maybe he's been asking himself that for a long time. We started the season with Joel trying to save and carry his daughter away and her being shot in his arms, and then we get to see that little smirk, that smile as he is holding Ellie in his arms, but it's a bit of a different situation, and this time he's saving her. Marlene with the gut shot. There's just, I feel like for hours, like I kept trying to keep a tally in my head of like all the things that mirrored the first episode or 2 that I wanted to talk about, but there's just so many. And I think that goes to show how much thought and effort and love was put into this show by the showrunners. Again, I didn't play the video games, but from what I've heard from my brothers who've played and watched the show, I think there was like the perfect amount of fan service done from what I can tell. Including certain actors, the music, the outfits. The whole show is just about hope and carrying on for a better future and hoping in a better future, and getting to see the giraffes in Salt Lake City, and that it looks like they're reproducing and surviving. I don't know how they're doing that in the winter, but it looks like they're surviving somehow, and nature and life finds a way. Once they got Ellie to the hospital, when Joel woke up and was talking to Marlene, and they were talking about there's something in her that like triggers cordyceps to think that she's already infected. And I was thinking about, well, if they're performing surgery to remove it, where would something like that go? And I was like, it sounds like almost hormonal. And my fear was that it was the brain, but I didn't want to, again, say that out loud. I filter out 90% of what's going on up there, but then Marlene confirmed it. And it's so unfair to Ellie because she told Joel, what has this all been for? Killing Sam, or what happened with Sam and Henry. They may have, died anyways in Kansas City, but, their interaction led to what happened. Like their paths crossing led to the outcome that it led to. It's not their fault. It's not Ellie and Joel's fault that it happened, but that's just how the events unfurled. But Marlene told Joel that they didn't tell her, that they just kind of let her think she was having surgery. She'd wake up afterwards, so she had no idea that she was about to sacrifice her life. And she should have been given that choice. Was the right answer that Joel, demanded they wake her up and give her time to be of clear head and make that choice herself? Although I think that'd be pretty traumatic to wake up from surgery, think you're just having a normal surgery, to be like, actually, we were about to kill you. We just wanted to wake you up to give you the choice. Can we kill you? So I don't know what's going to happen with season 2. I'm completely unfamiliar with the Last of Us Part 2 storyline. I don't know anything about that. I think there is like a time jump though. So I don't know if season 2 is going to be following that, or it's going to be like what happens between game 1 and game 2. The tables have really turned with Ellie and Joel's relationship. It started with Ellie really wanting a connection and a relationship, and Joel not wanting to go there again. I think when Ellie learned of Sarah, she was a little bit maybe jealous because she knew that Joel's heart would always be, with Sarah, and he never even chose to talk about Sarah with Ellie. But now, Joel was sharing so much about Sarah, and I think now she's a little concerned that he's trying to replace Sarah with Ellie. So I was wondering if we were going to see a wrap up of the Riley and Ellie flashback. I was wondering if we were going to go back to see what ended up happening, but instead Ellie ended up telling us right at the end what happened. Joel shared a lot with her, so she ended up sharing with him. In those last few scenes, Joel is being very vulnerable with Ellie, sharing about Sarah and what she was like and her personality and how they would have gotten along. And I think that was him trying to cheer her up, trying to get her excited, just trying to be like, let's forget about what happened. Don't even bring it up. Ellie was picking up on that energy, I feel like, and that's what she wanted. She wanted that type of relationship with Joel, but I think for her that triggered something. So she's like, he's guilty about something else is going on. So she told the Riley story. We found out, how that wrapped up. And I think she shared that moment of vulnerability with Joel to be like, look, I'm letting you know one of my worst moments. I'm letting you know that secret I hold closest to my heart because you're opening up to me too. But then she asks, promise me what you told me about the fireflies is true. She's being vulnerable. She's showing him like, here it is. Promise me you're telling me the truth, because I was just completely vulnerable and open with you. So I think that's going to come back and bite them at some point. It's going to come back to bite Joel at some point. I don't know how, but I feel like that's going to be a big part of season 2, possibly. I can't believe we're finally here at the season finale. I love this season so much. I'm so excited for season 2, and thanks for being here. Hopefully I'll see you in the next show, or if you want to recommend something else. Like I said, I'm planning on going into Better Call Saul and thinking about like a second show. I was thinking of Firefly because I've been in a very big sci-fi mood, and I wouldn't mind something like short thrown in there. But tell me your thoughts. Let me know. And I'll see you soon. Bye.